with a new live, as I said in my community tab. Just give me a minute. I will check here. I have everything correctly set up, and I can see myself as well on YouTube. So just to be sure everything is working correctly. Okay, it seems that I'm here with my live as well on the. Okay, it sounds correctly. And we're here with a new live, a new painting. We will be painting some Bisman. So I will change now to my camera, and we're going to talk about. I want to talk about while I'm painting about the reveals, right? So we had a lot of reveals during this week from Games Workshop. Maybe yeah, they were not needing one full week to do all the reveals, but at the end it was quite interesting to me. Some interesting things. Not really super new things, but I will say overall quite okay. So let me just change now to the camera and let's start painting. And now I need to see how I change the camera. Here it is. I always need to remind me. Okay, I cannot see the. Why I cannot see the Logitech now? Okay, so today I have problems. Great. It seems that my computer today is not recognizing my camera. No, don't tell me that. Here it is. Okay, here it is. Oh, for a moment I thought that I had a problem. Okay, so this is what I'm painting. I'm still painting blue ball. Okay, I will, because if I go there, okay, it's still okay. I hope I fix the focus today. I hope it's better, and you can see what I'm painting. I think I have better setup today. But let me know in the comments below, what do you think? So I'm painting, this is a basement from Mako. Let me share first what I have painted during the week or during the last week. So here you can see this is the one of the a Minotaur, a metal Minotaur is already painted. There you see with the one and so on. I will see if I can improve a little bit more the next one. Okay, so I hope you like this one. Okay, I really like how it looks like. So still painting some of this all metal. I also paint this have been shared in Instagram. Okay, the back. And I've been painting as well some Bisman. So this is one of them. So the all metal Bisman are more or less all with the same shape, but you can see they are quite nice miniatures. And I paint one of the Mako miniatures. Mako miniatures have I bought 4 mutated Bisman. So this is the one that has more like if it's been mutated by Nurgle. You can see the open belly and the and the pustules and so on. Not to Nurgle, but at least you can see, and then is a 2 head. Okay, have the fly head. Okay. And then I have this Mako also have this Slaanesh, that is the one I'm painting now. This is a Slaanesh looking one. I'm doing this type of try to get ready to paint the crab. And they also have one dedicated to Thench ready. It's very similar to the new Zangors. Okay. And we have one dedicated to corn. that have this mechanical arm. And I'm going for a very different skin tone. Okay. So I will keep painting them and chatting at the same time. And let's talk about a little bit the reveals that we had this week. Okay. We are going to talk. I think overall have been a good week. I think the reveals have been quite interesting. They have been a little bit for not. They have not been nothing really fully. Well, there is one thing that was fully new. That is the gown, the gowns of Tanith. Okay, the gowns regimen. But overall, for me, it's quite okay. I think they should be. This can be done in less days. Okay. So just give me a minute. I will try to do the eye. So the first day we had the AOS. I think the new vampires are looking amazing. I really like them. This is going to be a very interesting lineup of new creatures, and I'm looking forward for them. I don't think I will collect them unless it's easy for me to expand the core city box. But to be fair, I don't think I will invest too much time on the new vampires. Okay, I have too many things to go through. Then we have seen as well. Oh, I need to check it better. This is the old one. Oh, yeah, this way I had problems. So then we had the new big guy for destruction, Kranos. I think quite an interesting launch. Very interesting miniature for me. It looks quite a huge miniature. So we are going to have a lot of huge miniatures now in Age of Sigmar. Okay, but I'm not too much into destruction neither. So I'm not sure if unless there is any reason for me to, because I don't have even destruction in Age of Sigmar. So I have my armies on Age of Sigmar are Stormcast mainly, with some Order satellites, and then I have the Nighthound, which is again a little bit of other death, and on destruction I have nothing, and then I have chaos, because on chaos I have basically the blades of corn, but then I have also the demons that you can reuse from 40k. So chaos I also can play if I want. So I don't think I will go for destruction. I have enough. So let me now start painting here. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to highlight the skin of this guy. It's quite a nice sculpt. This is from Mako Miniatures. Okay, they have a blister. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it was not too expensive. Okay, and they have a blister with 4 mutated Beastman, and this was good for me to just to complete my blue ball, because I had the metal miniatures, the all metal miniatures, and I think they will match quite well. They look much modern, but okay, once painted and all together, I think it will work. Okay, the all ones, they have bigger noses, but okay. So let's go back. So first day was quite interesting. I like a lot the new vampires miniatures. It almost convinced me to start doing vampires in the future, but as I said, too many things are going on my desk to start another army. Second, and then we have the Kranos, and I think this guy, I really like it. And maybe I will paint it. But at first, before painting this guy, I want to paint Be'lakor. I think Be'lakor is more interesting for me. I always like Be'lakor as a miniature. It's have been always one of my favorite demon princes. So if I have to paint a big guy, it's going to be Be'lakor this year. I'm thinking to start a project to paint the greater demons, one of each god, plus Be'lakor. Okay, but then, yeah, with the reveal of today, this is shaking all my thinking. Okay, then we had the second day was not very strong. I think 40k have not been as strong as Age of Sigmar on the reveals. We had the Sisters of Battle. That was quite okay. But most of it was already known. And this is the problem, I guess, they have in Games Workshop, right? They're revealing so many miniatures every day that it's difficult to keep fully new things that you have not ever seen. Then we had, see, the first day was only the Sisters of Battle. Again, this is one of my favorite 40k armies. Okay, and this is the one I'm playing now these days in 40k. It's the one I really love to play. So here maybe I will end up buying something. I like the new tank, and I like a lot the close combat units. So this is going to be quite interesting. So you can see here, I don't know if I have a feminine breast or a masculine breast. It's quite a hybrid guy. But I'm just focusing. So, but yeah, yeah, there was mainly the main reveal was the new character. I think that was not anything really new on the Sisters of Battle, apart of the new character. Okay, but yeah, just seeing all the lineup together looks quite interesting expansion for Sisters of Battle. I think Sisters of Battle will have a very good times. This is after years and years and years of nothingness. Since that the game should realize that Sisters of Battle is an army that the people really like it, and it's getting more love, more and more love. The Sisters of Battle, so I'm glad for that. Not only because it's an army that I collect, because I think it's also very interesting for the background. But yeah, but I will say the reveals were not super exciting, right? Just give me a minute. I want to water this a little bit. It's too dry. Okay, and then we go to the Black Library Day, and this was the most surprising for me. I was not expecting these miniatures from the Gaunt's Ghost, and these ones they go to the deep of my heart because I release these novels. These are the first novels I really engage in Warhammer 40k reading, and I think that I will end up buying these miniatures. I have in my Renegade Guard some of the old metal miniatures of Gaunts. So yeah, these ones, if they are not super expensive, I think I will buy them. Then we had the day after the reveals of the new warband for Warhammer Underworlds. Nothing really new there. The new thing was the new box and factions, but there was the lack miniatures, again something quite expected because they follow the same principle of all the other. So that is expected does not mean that it's not nice, eh? But okay, maybe it was not as spectacular as the vampires that we already know that are coming, but we haven't seen a lot before. And then we had, I think, the most surprising thing on the third day, sorry, no, on the fourth day, on Thursday, was for me the Aeronautica Imperialis, the new starter set with Eldar and Marines. So I think it was nice to see that they keep supporting Aeronautica Imperialis, although it's not for me. So from the second day, from the Thursday, really the only thing that for me it's very very interesting is the Warhammer Underworlds. Okay, and most likely I will end up buying the new book from Necromunda. Then we had the second Warhammer day, Warhammer 40,000 day, with the orcs. That was yesterday. I have some people here that they were expecting more. I think it was quite a good reveal. Normally they will not show all what is coming in one day. And I think the orcs are going to have a nice new kit. So happy for them. And then we have, so again, nothing. So the things that are interesting for me from 40K of what was announced are some of the Sisters of Battle. But I will not go neither into the, I need a little bit of magenta. I will not go either into the orcs. Then they also show some of the new Cadian expansion kit, or not expansion, but yeah, the heads and the new weapons and so on. Okay, nothing spectacular there. I hope they will put it in the new box, and I guess it will. I hope it's used to expand the boxes that the new infantry boxes are not a kit that you have to buy separately. And then today we had the reveal, and it for me was, I know that I know about that was coming, and yeah, it was making sense that it was revealed today. The third edition for Age of Sigmar. And here again, we are going to have, it seems that we are going to have Stonecast Eternals on the starter set. I think it was time to look for a different configuration, but I can understand that you want to keep promoting as they, yeah, as we have a lot of times as well, Space Marines, right, on 40K. But I was expecting other factions to be on this starter set. Okay, it's not bad. And the problem is there is new miniatures that are very appealing. I really like the new hero, and this is what was shaking for me again my plans for this year. Because if this box is a release, I was not planning to buy the new box, but if there are these new units for Stonecast Eternals, I'm thinking again about it. Although I still need to paint the Soul Wars. So I don't know if I will buy the box at the end or I will just buy a couple of units. I don't know. I need to see. And I hope they don't do another Indomitus thing, right? Because I'm a little bit. If they go for a limited edition book starter set, I will not enter in the game. I think I will. Not, I don't think I will go for it. I'm tired of these boxes, and I don't want to again to start being focused on trying to find the moment still pending to buy the box. So I will not go for the box. Unless if it's a normal box, I need to think, because I think at the end I will go for the rule set and then buy the new hero that I like it a lot. There is some I have not painted Stonecast Eternal recently, And I'm thinking to go back to my Stonecat Eternals now that the new edition is coming. But I also want to paint Marine, so I have so many things to paint that at the end the time is limit. And I'm enjoying a lot playing specialist games these days, like Blue Ball. I've been playing as well. I'm enjoying as well online the Warhammer Underworlds. Although I'm missing a lot of the warbands that are available for Warhammer, and I hope I can play soon a Warhammer Underworlds on tabletop, because I want to test some of the new warbands. This magenta is super transparent. What is great because it's what I need now. And I guess this, I want to keep this a pinkish tone skin on this guy. I think now it's quite okay. Let me see if I can improve a little bit. We'll check if I can improve. So let's put it like that. So let's see if I can zoom. Here in my, this skin is much. No, I don't want to move the focus. I think the focus now. Look, it's not fully focused, eh? Let me see if I can improve the focus. Here is worse. Here is better. Here is much worse. No. Sorry. I think this is the best I can get on focus. Strange that I cannot really. I think it's the resolution what is not working well. Let me see if I can. No. Too much bright. Okay, and now I'll do the less contrast maybe. Okay, it's not, and I will sharpen maybe. Too much. Okay, I hope it's better now. No, it's much bad. Much is too bad. I think now it's sharper. No, let's see if I can improve the light. Too much light. To expose. No, decrease. Not too much now. It's looking weird. I think this is the best I can get now. Okay. No, I can increase a little bit the zoom maybe. Yeah, I'm at 400% of zoom. This is the problem. I'm zooming too much, and now it's putting the camera to the limit. Okay, I hope it's better now. And I hope I don't go out of camera. Okay, this is the maximum. Sorry, I need to, if I want to go better, I need to buy a new camera. But I think now it's better. So, good evening, Alexander. How are you doing? Happy to see you here. Sorry, I was trying to improve a little bit the focus. I think I reached the limit of what I can get with this camera. If I want to go for better focus, I will need to buy a new webcam. So I was talking at the beginning about the week of releases from Games Workshop, and I think overall there are some interesting things. I think they don't need 1 week to do all these reveals, or at least not 1 week of broadcast. Maybe they can do it in 1 weekend or in 1 Friday and 1 Saturday next time. But there are some interesting things and some things that are quite expected, like the warband for Direcasm. Yeah, it was already. We have already seen the silhouette. I love the new Kvap. Wow, 50 minutes. Yeah. So you're doing serial painting. Which army were you painting the bases for? So I cannot do batches of 50. For me, it's too much. But I'm impressed that yeah. But maybe basing I can do. But I paint. If I paint batches, I try to do 5, maximum 10 at the same time. I don't know. It's something that it affects to my motivation if I see so many miniatures to do batch painting. And I paint scavens, so I have big units of scavens. I have units of scavens of 40 clan rats. Because I used to play scavens in the old times in fantasy as well. But I'm not a batch painter. This is one thing I like from Warhammer Underworlds. Yeah. So now I'm going to, let me do one thing in camera. I'm going to do the basing. I have these Blight Kings, and I want to do a cracking base, and then later on top, I will add maybe some other textures. But or glass, I will add glass or that glass. So to do the crackling, I need to take first the paint. I need to find it where I put it. Because I put order on my paints, and now, each time you put order on something, here it is. Okay, let's put some crackling base. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put crackling base, and then I will put some turf and other things maybe later on. But the intention is first to do the crackling. And when you put crackling material, you want to go thick. So here you don't do any of the things that you have learned. I went too thick this time. We take about a bigger brush. But I don't want to destroy this one. We'll take this one that is pretty much. You can see this one crackling paint is quite old. It's almost end of the pot. So and then it's not bad because I can put a lot of texture. Okay, and then we crack later on. I try not to dirten the feet of the guy. I don't want cracking feet. But you can see I try to put quite a thick layer. Okay. And I don't care. What I try to do is that I don't miss any part. And later on, if there is a part that is not crackling, then we are going to put a tarp or something on that part. Okay. but try to be thick. This is why this crackling paint you use a lot. So normally if you use it, you finish more than, so it runs out faster than other paints. Not just. So you built all your, these are all your pile of shame is built now? Then Alexander, so this is, well, I normally what I do these days, I still have things to be built, but I built all the miniatures. So just in case. So I have all the core city miniatures built. I have all the Indomitus box built. I have not painted them, but I'll build all of them normally. So I only have, yeah, in the past I was not doing that, but now I try to build all the miniatures that I get. So if I can use them, or I have them ready to be painted. So as you can see, after the blue ball, I will go with a unit of Blight Kings. Okay, so these are my next plan, but first I want to finalize the Chaos Chosen team for blue ball, the very old metal one from the 90s. It's really a nostalgia thing to paint miniatures from the 90s, and I think it's fun. And then you appreciate how much the miniatures have evolved in this time, because they are much simple and faster to paint the miniatures from the 90s. So this is why now I have the feeling that I go slower, but it's because the miniatures have much more detail than in the 90s or in 2000. This plastic that the Games Workshop have moved almost everything to plastic, it's also creating more details, but then also makes you longer lead times to paint your miniatures, or at least in my case. But anyway, I have this all very old Beastman and Chaos things, and I wanted to have them painted. So you are trying to assemble all your pile of shame and also magnetizing. So I think it's, yeah, I try to do this now when I get a new box, to assemble them, at least to have them assembled, because it's, in case you want to use them, you have them. Although I put to myself the restriction to play only with painted miniatures, but for example on the blue ball that we are playing here in family, okay, if they were not all the teams were painted from the first day. I had to paint the Black Orcs. Now all the teams that we play are painted, but I still need to paint the novelty humans. Okay. I try to eliminate pile of shame on some games. Yeah, I think it will pay out for sure. The other thing is to do what you are in mood to, right? Sometimes we are more in mood of assembly, so maybe it's a good moment to assemble. Some other times you are more in the mood of doing bases. It's a good moment to do bases. So sometimes we try to force ourselves to do what is needed or what in the step that you are, and this forcing ourselves to do something that we are not in the mood is putting us out of painting or doing any hobby. So I arrived at the conclusion sometimes it's better to do what you are really in the mood to do. And yeah, and if you don't have progress on the meter that you were expecting, okay, you will have it later on when you are more in the mood, right? So At the end, this is a hobby we do for enjoyment. So let's do what you enjoy. I know that sometimes we have to do things that are not really our cup of tea. Okay, but do it then when you are in a better mood to do them, and combine with things that you like it more. Okay, now I need to wait. We will need to wait that this cracks. As you can see, when I apply this cracking pin. Now it's almost finished. This pot. I have another pot there. So as you can see here, it's not complete. It's not even distributed. I leave bumps and thicker parts. So this later on will crack in different ways. We will have big cracks, smaller cracks, and I like how this looks like. And what I did as well is I paint first the base in a very dark brown. So when it's cracking, we are going to see the dark brown through the cracks. Okay, if you, I did in the past the mistake of not doing that, but if you don't put the dark brown, you can apply a wash and it will do a very similar effect at the end. Anyway, we are going to apply a wash there. So I'm still waiting that this fully dries. This is one that I will not. Yeah, I need to. I'm doing the skin on a tutorial on my. So next week I will put also Monday. There will be a tutorial on how to do dark skin like this one. Okay, so this will come in the tutorial on Monday. You can see I put the names of this guy. Okay, you see it mirrored because I changed the setup of the camera for that. Okay, but yeah, I put Bisman, although it's mirrored now. I just changed the. So I'm going to paint this guy. I'm going to do another tutorial for the Spanish channel. Okay. Now I'm going to apply. I'm just have everything done except the skin. These guys, I take it easy. Maybe I don't go to the same level of the day that I go in other miniatures. But this is the other thing that you can balance. Sometimes you can, the other option, when you have a lot of miniatures, to decrease your level, okay, or do less steps and leave them ready for battle, for tabletop. And then later on, when you have more time, then you can dedicate time to do some of the fine detail later on. So sometimes I will say sometimes we put ourselves too much pressure on how we want everything to be painted. And it works against us if we put too much pressure. Sometimes it's better to release this pressure and to take it easier. Okay, this is not the right pot. Where's the wrong pot? This is a good one. Here I'm going to show you another thing I recommend a lot. So I have a pipette here with me. And when I see that my wet palette is getting dry, I'm taking the pipette, okay, and I put some water on the wet palette. Okay, so this is what I do, and then I put it on the wet palette. Because then I can keep the moisture on the wet palette and avoid that the paints dry easily. So what do you think? If you want to leave in the chat, what do you think about the Warhammer Fest of this week? Did you like it? What I'm here, the only thing I want to do is on the black parts, do a little bit of edge. You can, and I will need to do later on. It is very tricky, right? Because we have these metal things on the same shoulder pad. So I saw the belt, sorry. Shoulder pad. And on the belt we also have these metal things. So like that will be enough. I will leave this out of the base, of the handle, sorry. I will take a new one. You can see they are all pretty similar, eh? And I did this one very reddish just to experiment, so this on the skin tone, but I think I went too far. So we'll do a little bit of badge. Maybe, okay, like that. So what I'm going to do is I want to apply, here is also this pink half. I'm going to apply now Screaming Skull on the horns. And later on we're going to use the contrast paints to create the brown shades. But it's important that you ensure that the surface is clean before applying the contrast. If not, you will have you will see the mistakes through it. Yeah, I agree that they have. Yeah, Dave, I agree that it can be done in 2 days. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think we are on the same page. Yes, iOS 3. I'm wondering how they will, because they say that they will keep the initiative or the priority roles, but they're going to try to balance this a little bit more. And I like the priority roles. I know that is a very it's a topic that and some people like it and some people don't like it. I think it adds a little bit of chaos on the game, unpredicted situations. So I like the when things are more unpredictable. But they say that they will do something to balance a little bit, especially on turn 2 and 3. And it seems the point is that they will give more common points to the player that goes second. So, and then I see that they have introduced again, as we used to have in the fantasy, the reactions to the charge. What is going to be interesting. So we have again the stand and shoot. Well, we have again we can again flee, and then the last one was to prepare the defense. That was not existing, to be fair, in the past. But I think it's an interesting concept. Yeah, the orcs are a little bit too savage, but on the other side, they are the savage orcs on 40k because they are the Snakebite clan. So they have to be savage in a way. I like a lot the crazy orc with the long hair. It's maybe one of my favorites. Maybe if I will paint it just for the enjoyment of painting it because I really like, and I love. I think the favorite of the show was the Gretchen on the what's called this animal on the I forgot the name in I forgot the name in English. Yeah, the one that was riding the animal with one wheel. I think was hilarious. This guy, these Gretchens. I think Orcs is the only today is the only army in 40k that you don't have to take too seriously. Okay, so it's army that you do just for fun, but you cannot take too serious. But again, I'm not an orc collector. So I like a lot from orcs the speed freaks. I have the speed freaks box, as you can imagine. There are too many things to assemble, to paint. The good things on these all metal miniatures is that the details are also quite big. These teeth are really big teeth. So you can paint them easily. And I guess he's biting his tongue. So I like, yeah, I can see your point on the, but the snake bite ladders are a little bit the equivalent of the savage orcs in 40k. So I'm not surprised that they are like that. And in the old times, they used to ride boars, wild boars, like in fantasy. So I have from second edition Snakebite orcs riding boars in 40k. And they used to have something that was super hilarious. That was the cybernetic boar. So they were riding cybernetic boars. Now they changed to the, I will not remember the name of these creatures. But they changed to these new creatures. And I think they put this big look as a, I guess, as a reminder of the old boar riders. So maybe I have a unit of 5 of this old, of the 40k bull riders when I went from second edition, when I was thinking to do orcs for a while. Orcs is a type of faction that I always had, well, I think sometimes to start it and I never did. Hi, good evening, Tommy. How are you doing? Yeah. About the system reveals. I like them. I like the new unit of the new type of unit with this type of exo armor, but I love the ones with the shield. I think one thing I think is yeah, the shields were looking quite weird to me on the system of battles, but I think it's a paint job. I think, but they have not really did Yeah, the paint job, this Cooper thing that they put on the storm shields is not the best color choice. Yeah, yeah, you're right, and yeah, and good night, Shameless Soul. Yeah, I understand the boards. Yeah, maybe are not matching today too much, but the orcs always had this crazy thing, right? Yeah, and I think no, the squeaks, no, yeah, are much Tyler or make more sense in 40K than the boards. So I think the squeaks are much better choice. So, but as you can see, they also did in the design like a hinge to the old Wild Wars riders with this nose they put on the squeaks. So yeah, and then coming back to the sisters, yeah, I like a lot the ladies with the shield and the mace. I think they are going to be nice miniatures. I think they look great, and for sure I will make one unit of these ladies. I think I will do one unit because I really like them. Okay, so let's see when they are released. Because I guess first we are going to have the Mechanicus, and I don't know if the Orc will go before the Sisters. But we have a lot of reveals on Orc and Sisters. The only thing is that no, today the codex rotate too fast for my. I've had the feeling because the Sisters of Battle, the codex is about 1 year old and looks like ages. So, but okay. So I think I also like the tank. I don't like the news that they are going to nerf the Exorcist tank. I don't like that they nerf it, but I think it's making sense on the other side. I think the Exorcist, yeah, was not the profile was not really matching with the design. But it's sad that they are nerfing the. This one I will make it gold. And I like the new character. I think she looks great. And then I think yeah, and I want to have one. I also want to have. I know the lady that was in the box. I did not buy the box, the combat box, but I want to have that lady as well because it's good to have a second, a Lithuanian equivalent in the sisters. I guess I want to do like the Space Marines. In one detachment, you only can have one canonist, I guess. I will expect that, but it will. Yeah, the new warsuits look amazing. I agree. The new warsuits are looking amazing. I think they are, and they look scary. Let's see the rules. I hope they have good rules. I hope they don't screw up with the rules. They deserve some good rules. These warsuits. I hope they don't screw up there. But yeah, I think they are really nice and interesting miniatures. So, but they are releasing so many things that every day you have to be more choiceful. I cannot commit as many things as I used to in the past. Okay, or you have to take it easier so you can keep playing all the games, but and collecting the armies, but in a much easier pace, and just really focus on the armies that you are working and playing at the moment. The other point is I don't play that much neither. You don't have. I have more time to paint than to play. Try to play. Yeah, I wanted. Yeah, I played last week. So let's see. I would love if I will be able to play once a week. Let's see if I can change the trend and start playing once a week or something like that. That will be great. Now we will wait this device. I will take first Agar's Dunes. So, but yeah, I like the new sisters. But I will say, yeah, let's see. Because I did not, I also want to buy one of the new, I have the old Exorcist. I would like to buy one of the new Exorcist. The problem is I have 3 of them already. So, I don't know. Or maybe one immolator. But I think I will, at the end, I will buy the new battle tank. I think it looks nice, the new battle tank. It's like a Predator, so I will not say it's amazing. But it's not bad. I don't know. If I keep playing the sisters, yeah, I will keep expanding the collection. Yeah, we can meet. We can still meet to play. But the people, yeah, the people what I used to play, yeah, it like they need to take again the rhythm. Then on Warhammer Underworlds, we used to play every Friday on a bar, or it was like a pub or gaming. I would call it a gaming pub. So it was a pub that used to have a lot of tabletop games. Then you were meeting there, playing some games, eating a pizza or a sandwich, something like that, while playing, and was having a good time one Friday every month. So we were meeting there, and as the pubs were forced to close, and I don't think they can open yet. I think they will start opening in maybe in 1 week, because we're still in the middle of the vaccination in Belgium. I think in Belgium, depending on the area, if you are in Brussels, you and they are vaccinating people, think born now in the 80s. But in as I'm in the Flanders area, we are still on the. I think we are on this. I don't know, early 70s or late 60s, born in that age. So it means that they are on the still on the 50 something years old. So, but I think they are going. The objective to have everybody vaccinated by July. So I think once the vaccination is there, we are going to have more freedom. But still, you can only invite 1 people indoors or 2 people, so 1 person or 2 people. You can meet 10 people outside, but you cannot invite them at home. 10 people at the same time. Of course, I will not invite 10 people to play. So, so there are some restrictions. I think they are getting. It's getting better and better. And yeah, and we are planning to play now to start a crusade campaign. As of end of May, we are going to start. We want to start a campaign to see if we can start re-engaging. Yeah, to start meeting again more regular basis. So I'm still thinking which army I will play if I will do a campaign. Because a campaign if I will play the sisters, or if I will start playing a different army. Because I also want to play the Gen Stealer Cult. I think it's a really fun army for a campaign. I don't know. I think most likely I will choose a random army and start playing that army on my collection. But I will not stop collecting sisters. The only point is if you play tournaments, I was checking the other day, there are 0 tournaments because you cannot meet enough. So you are not allowed to meet too much people indoors. So you cannot organize a tournament yet. So there are not tournaments in Belgium, not at all. So it's forbidden at this moment to do tournaments. So there used to be. So let's see if as of June or July we start seeing tournaments, but then it comes holidays. Okay, and it's not that easy. July is the holiday month in Belgium, and a lot of people is out. And I guess after not being able to move too much, people will go away during the July month. So for tournaments, I expect to start having some activities maybe as of August, being realistic. And let's see how people start going. So yeah, I would love to go to a Warhammer Underworlds tournament. To see how my decks will do. Now in Warhammer Underworlds, we start having more and more systems because now we have what's called the Vanguard no system that you only can use cards from the last season. So we're going to have the Relic, so the Vanguard, the Relic, sorry, the Vanguard, the Champion, the Relic. So I think all of them have their own pros and cons, and I don't complain to have a system that allow new players to be less intimidated. So at the end, the game have to be fit with new players. If there are no new players coming to the game will die over time. Unless you play always with your friends. So yeah. So let's see if soon there are tournaments in Belgium. But yeah. Okay. Have a good night, Alexander. Thanks a lot for passing by. Very appreciated. And yeah, take care. Yeah, it's also quite late here. We are almost at 1 o'clock. But I'm not very sleepy today, so I can keep painting a little bit more. I want to really finish. I've been doing almost one guy per day this week. One of these blue ball beastmen. Okay, just know that there is more people connected, so I will share with you what I was doing. Okay, so some of them, yeah, this is the very old Minotaur. Okay, he will be the number one in the team. It's quite a heavy piece. It's all made of metal. And you can see that the all style with a very big head. So really nice. I really enjoy painting them. Then we have the Chaos Warriors or blockers, how are called now. So we have here, I paint 3 of them already. We have this one. Now are called blockers. You can see on the bases. Okay. So the advantage of the Chaos team is that the different positionals are very, very, very different. So then the back. So you just put, it's just this green armor where I did the tutorial this week with some flames on the right shoulder pad and the left knee protection. Okay. Then I went with high contrasting things. Yeah. Thanks a lot for passing by, Tommy. And yeah, if you're more than welcome next week. Then yeah, I paint this beastman. This is from Mako Miniatures. It's an alternative brand, and these are the traditional Beastman. Okay, and I paint on different colors skin. Okay, you have two of them finished, and you have, I think there are three different models if I'm not wrong. So with this type of spike, the one with just with the fist, then you have the one with the metallic fist. Okay, so these are the three different. So very old miniatures, but I still like to use them. And I'm enjoying painting them anyway. Here we have. So now I keep my track is this. I want to finish. This is the Slanish one from Mako Miniatures. Okay, and then we have this Mako Miniatures made on have a French one. Okay, so I will use them as undivided. So we have a little bit of every god. This is the one dedicated to corn. Okay. So now I'm painting the Slangor of the team. So this one from Miko Miniatures are quite nice. I know that they have a different design than the ones I have, the old ones, but I was looking for something because I only had 6 Beastmen. And you need a little bit more. With 6 Beastmen, you are a little bit short because you have. I had 1 Minotaur. I had 12, exactly 12. So when you play a league, you will need some more when you need to add substitutes as the league is advancing. So this is why I bought a box of 4 mutated Beastmen because they also have these mutations and they are quite interesting. So that's now I'm just doing edge highlight on the armor, and this clothes help me to start practicing for when I receive the crap from the Idonet. Because on Warhammer Underworlds, I will keep buying all the different warbands. I really enjoy painting them. I think painting a one Warhammer Underworld warband is always a little bit of fresh air because you paint something that normally you don't paint. The only ones that I'm more, yeah, that I have more tools to paint is when I have to paint another Stormcast warband. There are too many Stormcast warbands. The last one, the Castigators. Okay. I need to check if they have put profile to use this with the warband of Castigators in Age of Sigmar. Because the units of Castigators in Age of Sigmar are units of 3. So in that case, the Warhammer Underworld warband will have the same size of a unit, a normal unit in Age of Sigmar. What is not the same case on the Evocators or the how it's called the other ones, the Liberators or the Fast Striders were not the same. They also are units of 5 or 10. So it's the one. There are not too many units of 3 in Age of Sigmar of Stormcast because even the Evocators goes in unit of 5, but the Castigators can go in units of 3. So maybe I will use them as well in Age of Sigmar because I like the shooting Stormcast. although the Judicators for me are still one of the best units in shooting. Let's see if Stormcast gets some boost in 3rd edition. I think they need it. Okay. Just trying to edge highlight the defense armor to give more sharpness. Same process. If you want to know how the greenish, the dark green color is done, as I said before, I did a tutorial on my channel, and next Monday I will explain how I do the dark skin. Okay, this pinkish skill is the first time I'm experimenting with it, but I think will be a nice skin to put on the Slaanesh warband. So also this young blue ball, I like to keep a little bit of personality on each miniature, changing skin color or something like that. As I do it all well on the big army, so on a small teams or warbands like Blue Ball or Warcry, I think it's even more important to give personality to each miniature. Okay. I will say these miniatures from Mako miniatures are quite decent. They have some mistakes, some casting mistakes sometimes. Okay, but they are quite good at the end. I think the design is nice and is quite well sculpted. The thing is, they have more armor than the all Beastmen because they have knee protection, elbow protections, and the all ones they only have shoulder pads. And after painting that, I will only have pending to paint the human, the Imperial Novelty team for Blue Ball. But after that, I will change to the Blight Kings that I was doing the base at the beginning. And then I will want to paint the Rock Trader box. I want to start, I keep trying to push to clean up all my pile of shame. But I keep adding as well on the pile of shame. So it's going to be a long way. Because there are some of the new things that I still like. And in between, I will paint the warbands for Warhammer Underworlds. I like to give some priority to Warhammer Underworlds because I like to paint all the warbands at the end of the season. I want to have them always painted. So my target is to have all the 2021 warbands painted by end of 2021. Before the next starter kit is out, if there is another starter kit out. I guess so, because if they're putting so much support to Warhammer Underworlds, it's because they are selling, I guess. So I think I will do this, the armor of this guy, and then if there are no more questions or comments, I will stop. So we are already 1 hour, 15 minutes here on live. And I'm happy that some people pass and comment. I always like to have some interaction with you. This is the main objective of doing it live. It's to share experiences and to chat. No, I'm starting to be hungry. It's curious. So I did my nice dinner today. We will take something before going bed. So I want to finish another guy today. I finished number 10 today, and now I will finish another one. We'll put him number 11. Maybe from these Mako miniatures, this is my favorite one. I like the dynamic pose, jumping. Yeah, hi AF. Yeah, the internet warband, I think it's nice. Although, still my favorite one is the vampire. I want to do, but when I have them painted, what are my top 5 favorite warbands on Warhammer Underworlds? But this will be more in some months because I want to paint them first. And I think the internet is the last one. Yeah, the internet is the last one. So I need to have them all. But the internet is nice. I like a lot the crab. But I also like a lot the guy with the shield in front. And yeah, I think all of them are quite. I think it's what I like. I think on the elves, on this warband, on the Idoneth, and the Daughters of Cain, they did what you should do with a warband. That is to keep the coherency, but at the same time make each of them different, right? So I mean, on this one you have the crab, you have the fish, you have the guy with the harpoon, then you have the boss and the guy with the shield, and all of them are different, but at the same time, all you can put them all in the same warband. Okay, they match. I like this more. I also like what they have done, for example, on the Dot of Cain. No, you had the two that were similar, the two which fighters, but then you had the lady, the boss, the leader, that was different. And then you have the one with the snake body. Okay, and on the vampires as well, you have the woman, you have the guy that with the big axe, and then on the other side, for example, the Black Knights, they look. Yeah, you have the boss that is very different, and then you have the two guys that are very similar. But for example, if you look the fire slayers, they were very similar, each of them. So this way I like more, and the Stormcast have the same problem. They are all from the same type of unit. They are very close. I like maybe the last one that you have the Griffcone. But I like more the warbands where each guy it is slightly different. This way I like a lot. And I like the Idonet, I like the Daughters of Cain, I like the God Sworn. I think this was one of the first. The Strange is not bad. but I don't like the design of the sorcerer too much. I think the Slaanesh is quite good. So very interesting warbands we have, and then I think Idonet is one of the good ones. I need to start thinking how I want to paint the fish. And I start practicing to do the crab on this close. Okay, let's do the edge highlight as well on the bells. And we're going to have this guy done. So yeah, this warband for sure I will buy it and paint it. I'm also very interested on the gown ghost of gown, or the Tanith guys. I think was a surprise that nobody was expecting. Well, at least was not mentioned in any of the channels or people that I'm following. I was completely unaware that this will come. And it's always nice to see some of these new things. So I think that will be all. I think that's all. So yeah, I think I will close up the live here. Just let me put the other camera to say goodbye. So you can see this guy is done. So like that. Okay. And ready for the blue ball pitch. So yeah, just I put the other camera to say goodbye to you. I hope you have enjoyed this live. I hope you like it. And yeah, the Wild Hound tool, that model looks great. See you next time. Yes, thanks a lot. Yeah, you are right. So yeah, thanks a lot for passing by. I hope you have enjoyed this live. And yeah, and that's all for now. So as usual, yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye, and have a good night and good evening and good weekend. So bye.